Let's get historically Irish. Right then, this is a Viking bowl. It was found in a place called Fishamble Street in Dublin a number of years ago. They're saying that it's 1,000 years old. And I'm going to try and basically copy it. I've seen a few versions of people who have done this bowl, but what they all seem to do is there's a slight roll just up there at the top. They also need to put a huge roll up there. I'm just going to try and keep it small like this one. I would say by the way that bowl is cracking, it could well be an end-grain bowl. I don't know. I've never actually seen the bowl myself in real life. But we'll get on with this and see how close we can come. Right, so on the lathe I have a piece of spalted beech. That's 6 inches by a little under 4. So I'm hoping that that's big enough. Should be, hopefully. Right, now first thing I want to do is I want to mark a tenon into this and mark a foot. Because I want the tenon to hold, and the bowl, if you look at it down there, looks like it has a foot on it. So we're going to do that first. Right, it's a 10, give a foot to about there. That should work. I'll make sure there's enough room for the jaw to go in there. So there's enough room for the jaws to go in there. That's something you should always do if you're doing a tenon and a foot like this, is to actually take a second to make sure your jaws will actually fit in, which they will. Because there'll be nothing worse than getting to the end of this, flipping it over and then finding out your jaws won't go in. Right, so I'll just make that tenon a little deeper. Make sure I get a good grip on this. Right, now then, having a look at this, there's a sharp curve there, up to about there, and then it goes to a shallow curve. So we'll get that going. And first thing I'll do is give myself a rough idea where I'm going. I'll stick a mark on it so you can see what I've got in my head. Right. About there. Right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sharp curve from there to the bottom of that foot, well, to where we're making a foot. Now the thing you got to remember here is your grain direction, because you're actually going to be doing 2 directions, and I know I'm cutting in the wrong direction at the moment. I just want to get rid of that corner, and there I go, dropping the ball gouge. Right, now we'll get this cutting right. That foot in to where it goes, so they have an idea where I'm going. Right, now we're going to create that bottom curve. quite a deep curve. I'm actually going to keep this picture close to me for reference. Now we make that curve a bit better. Right. Seeing as how I want to get all the way up to that foot, I can't do it with a push hook. So I'm going to use a pull. Cutting nicely. I think that needs to go a little higher, maybe. And that needs to come down more. Yep. This is the only photograph I could find of this bowl, other than the ones that other people have torn. But I'm trying to work out the original photograph if I can. So I have no idea the exact angles and stuff on this. Right, roughing the shape. But first, what I want to do, if you look there, that seems to come up and then go out slightly. So I want to give myself a little mark there to work to. So I'm going to be facing that off, so about there. Just something to work to. Now I've got to put another curve from there to there and basically blend the two curves in. But this one's a very shallow curve. Compared to this top one, right, it's almost straight up here at the top. Now blend these in. There's a bump just there, right, blending. Still a slight little bump just there. Curve isn't smooth. Move this tool rest. So use a side bevel cut here, because I do not want to take much off. Still there. Get nearly. Can't really see it, but I can feel it. Instead of a side bevel cut, you can push and pull with it. And it really, all it really does is level stuff off. Just there. Yeah, I got it. Let me look at that now. That bump is too high. Yeah, that bump there is too high. Gotta bring that bump down a little bit. That was more of a cauldron shape I did there, rather than the shape of the bowl. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not too bad. Right, now, this. Right, a smaller bowl gouge to do this. Right, all I want to do is roll that slightly. Because I'd say when this thing was originally done, it might well have been rolled. A bit like that. Right. That. See, it seems to kick out slightly just there. So this is the only photograph I have of it. So this is all I've got to work off. I'd say the outside shape-wise isn't too bad. Right, I'll sand and finish that part, and then we'll flip it over and get to hollowing it. Right, so I'll do that. I'll be back in a sec. Right, and just buffing the wax off. And when I was sanding this, I was looking at the photograph, and I think the blank should be thinner. Maybe about a 5-inch blank, because this one looks a bit squat compared to the photo. So if you're trying this, maybe a 5x4 blank instead of a 6x4, maybe. It's the outside done. I just did my normal finish of sand at the 320, clean it off with mets, shellac by sanding sealer, Yorkshire grit, and Hampshire Sheen's gloss wax. Right, we flip this over and see what we can do with the inside of it. So I'll do that and I'll be back in a sec. Right, then we're flipped over, and as I said, I left this a bit big because I knew I had to flatten down here. So I'm going to take that down till it's flat, and I might actually take it down a little bit more, just to try and get it somewhat the same as that photograph. It's slightly low. Still too high. Look at that. I bumped me out the camera there, sorry. Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, now, how do I want this bowl? See, I have no picture of the inside of this, so I have no idea what width this bowl is. But I would say it isn't all that heavy. So possibly that. Right. Now, start hollowing this out. Right, and then I'm going to roll that slightly as well. Too low. That's better. Now this is where we get interesting. Now I want to roll that edge now before I do any further. As I said, I'm guessing on what the inside of this bowl looks like. Very gentle cut. Yeah, that's rolled a bit. That's what I want. Roll it to the inside. Right, now start taking out more of the middle so I can start holding this properly. Now I would guess that the bowl kind of follows that bump on the inside. As I said, I haven't seen this bowl, so I'm just guessing. Gently try and turn that a bit. Go in a bit. So let me check that. No, I'm not going in enough there. I need to get some more of that stuff out in the middle first. So. So I'll check I'm going in. I am. Right. Start hogging away wood in the middle here. Just need to put an edge on this. Back in a sec. Right. That's a bit better, alright. Chips out. Put in there a bit further. Check I'm clear. I am. Check wall thickness. Isn't too bad at all. With the weight the ball's going in, it's holding shavings in there. I just have to keep stopping and clearing them out. Yep. Oh, there's another cut in there. I gotta make sure that this part of the tool doesn't hit this rim. Nope, another one. Another one. Yeah, that's it. Right then. There's the hollowing. Or is it? No, that's too thick just there. Yeah, that's way too thick just there. Go back in again now. Just there is too thick. Yeah, how's that? Yeah, that's it. It's just slightly too thick. Right, now we'll sand and finish the inside of that, and then we can get that tenon off the bottom. It should be done. So I'll sand and finish that, and I'll be back in a sec. Right, just as I'm doing the Yorkshire gritting, I just want to tell you about something that a mate over in England is doing, and this is only for turners in the UK. Right, Pete from Twisted Trees has basically got a hold of a customized URL for turners websites. Right, it's woodturning.uk. And what he's doing is he's selling subdomains from it. I know Mark the Gentleman Woodturner has taken one off him, and there's a few others. So basically what you would get would be, like, if it was me, I can't do it because I'm in Ireland, but if it was me, it would be bbturning.woodturner.uk if I wanted it for a website. It's a handy thing. Pete's have gone to a lot of trouble to do it and to get it, and he's not charging all that much for it. So if you're in the UK and you have a website and you're looking for a customized URL or name for your website, you know, address, if you have a chat with Pete, you could get one of these woodturner.uk ones. Right, and what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below for the details and how to contact Pete and stuff. And as I said, to be honest, it's a great idea. For turners, it's a pity it's only in the UK, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. As I said, I'll leave a link below, and if it's of any use to you, just give Pete a shout and he'll help you out. Right, so I'll get back to finishing this. Just cleaning out the Yorkshire grit now. Just wait until I get a pure white towel back, and I'll let it cool down before I wax it. And I'll be back in a minute. Right then, just buffing the wax off. Yeah, definitely after looking at this a while, I would definitely do a smaller blank. As I said at the start, this blank was 6x4, if I was doing a 6-inch blank again, I'd make it by 5 in height. Or if I only had a 4-inch blank height wise, I'd make it 5. Because this bowl is a bit wide and squat compared to the photograph. Like the shape is roughly there. And I think the tiny roll at the top is right. So the one I'm talking to, I'm just looking at the photograph here as well. But it's definitely, it looks too squat, which means the blank was too wide. So if you are trying this, use a 6x5 or a 5x4 blank, I would say. That'd probably work out better. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Now, I'll just flip it over, take the tenon off, and I'll give you a better look at it. So, I'll be back in a sec. Right now, just top that off with a chisel, sand it, and we're done. And there we have it, my version of a 1,000-year-old Viking bowl that was found in Fishamble Street in Dublin on an archaeological dig. It didn't turn out too bad. I think I got the lip part right. I think there's an awful lot of people putting too big of a lip up there. But definitely the blank was either not high enough or it was too wide. If you're going to do it, as I said, if you're using a 6-inch blank, make it 5 inches. And if you're only using a 4-inch blank like this one, make it 5 inches across. So I hope you enjoyed that one. And if you liked the video, if you wouldn't mind, click and like, it'd be most appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one.